All right. Well, we're going to move on beyond the Sterling Net Point Power Rankings. And again, you can find them at sterlingnppr.com. You'll also be able to find the next section, which is the Bias Plus Reports. Benny, let's talk about this Thursday night game. The Detroit Lions at the Green Bay Packers. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, we take the net points and the turnover differential, we wrap them in some mathematical magic, and we come out with what's called the Bias Plus Report and the Bias Plus number. And that number will favor one team or another. Plus 9.8 is favoring the Green Bay Packers over the Detroit Lions. What do you got, Benny?
Okay, so the Packers have the bias. They are the home team. So let's talk about the Lions first. The Lions welcomed the Falcons into Detroit and beat them soundly last week, 20-6. Atlanta's vaunted run attack got shut down by the improving Lions defense, and then they attacked quarterback Desmond Ridder without mercy. They hit him 8 times, sacked him 7 times, defensed 7 passes, and had 11 tackles for loss. That's big-time play from a defense that wasn't getting a lot of respect. Rookie running back Jahmyr Gibbs had his best day so far with 80 yards on 17 carries. And we may have seen, I don't want to say great, but the next top flight tight end in the league, his name is Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta had 8 catches for 84 yards and a touchdown. So now they got to go to Green Bay and play the Packers. The Packers, missing several starters with injuries on both sides of the ball last week, hung tough against the visiting Saints and scored 18 unanswered points with 11 minutes left in regulation. They were shut out the entire game. And with 11 minutes left in the game, they scored 18 unanswered points. And they defeated the Saints 18-17. Jordan Love ran for a score. He threw for a score. He completed a 2-point conversion. That and a field goal was all the points they needed to secure the victory. Big wins for both teams. Emerging defense, emerging tight ends. Packers with a young quarterback. This is a tough one. But I'm going to go with the bias, and I'm going to go with the Packers.
Going with the bias, going with the Packers. Okay,
the Packers at home.
Showing some love to love.
Well, I'm also hoping, I'm pretty confident that Aaron Jones will be back this week too.
That'll help.
And Christian Watson hopefully will be back too.
That'll really help.
I'm kind of picking this one on faith.
Do you have love in any of your fantasy groups?
Yes, I need those guys.
Oh my God.
I have Aaron Jones on several teams, and I have Christian Watson on a couple of different teams too. If they both come back, they will do me justice.
All right. Well, I expect this to be a fun game for a Thursday night, so I'm looking forward to seeing these two. And again, division matchup. Always weird when you get a division matchup. Anything can happen. These guys know each other. They've been banging heads for a while now. And ding dong, the witch is dead. Aaron Rodgers ain't there, so everybody's got some renewed hope as far as
right.
the Green Bay Packers are concerned. Jordan Love is like, not so fast, you guys, not so fast. I got a little something for you. And again, the New Orleans Saints, Green Bay Packer game. I picked, well, the bias picked the Packers. And like you said, I'm looking up. At one point, it's 17-0. I'm like, holy mackerel. And I was out doing something. So I came in on the game late. And I'm looking, and I'm like, man, what's going on? And I see Jameis. And I'm like, what happened to Derek Carr? Oh, he's injured. He's out. And then it was like the Packers said, oh, it's Jameis. We can win this thing.
Wow.
And sure enough, Jameis was pretty inefficient, looking for the long ball when he didn't need it, not taking advantage of what they gave him, and consequently 3 and outs and just not getting it done point-wise. And I think obviously he didn't score any points in the whole second half or whatever that he played. So that's going to be interesting to watch how the Saints continue on. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But that wraps up the Thursday night game. All right. Great work. Great work.